We are sitting here with Robyn Newmark, the beauty expert, skincare esthetician, celebrity clientele who's here to educate us and enlighten us on how to get that wintertime glow and also keep that wintertime glow as we transition into all the seasons, spring, summer, and fall. So, with speaking about products, is it important to switch up your products once in a while, or should you just stick to what works best for you?
That's a really great question, and I teach a lot of education around this. And for me, I like to teach my clients how to take a seasonal approach to their skincare. What we need during summer may not be the same of what we need during fall and winter, et cetera, et cetera. We're not just doing all the treatments all year long. Ultimately, if I can get them into an annual treatment plan, what I like to do is, during fall, usually that's fall is known as peel season. So we're renewing, we're peeling the skin, right? And we're getting rid of the damage from summer and throughout the year, right? In winter, you're really just protecting and hydrating your skin again, right? So you really want that barrier of your skin to be nice and strong. You don't want to be doing treatments that are going to necessarily compromise your skin barrier, right? Then in spring, we're kind of getting back into a nicer season, and we can start doing like our microneedling and our regenerative processes. And then in summer, again, we're just going back to protecting and hydrating. And so I definitely like to educate people to not necessarily feel like there's one regimen for you, right? Because it definitely changes. A bottle of skincare, if you're using it daily, should only last you about 3 months or 2 months. So that's a season. That's either, you need one or two bottles in a season, and then you can change it up. Use your skincare, finish it, and then you can evaluate what season you're in and switch it up.
So I love the custom approach that you mentioned. Do you have any other daily recommendations just for a healthy skin or just to get that healthy skin journey started?
If there's, three things that you do, it would be to have a good sunscreen, a good vitamin C serum or a cream, and then a good vitamin A cream to be using at night. And that is the foundation of skin. Everything around that is extra. And I always say, and my mentor used to tell me, sunscreen is king and everything else is queen. So, you can be doing all these really expensive treatments for yourself or buy expensive skincare, but if you ultimately are not protecting your skin from that point, then you're just acquiring more damage.
So, what is the most common concern that you're presented with?
Aging and brown spots, right? I mean, none of us are getting any younger, and the sun is an irrefutable force of damage. It's really about creating that balance of, how do we preserve our skin and also approaching it as a whole, because most people don't realize like our skin is the largest respiratory organ in our body. It's the largest organ of the body. So we need to protect it. The skin is going to tell you what's going on inside your body. So, it's a great indicator of, your internal health. So,
If we just pay attention to our skin, it literally talks to us, it speaks to us. Like one of the most common concerns is when should you start like focusing on using anti-aging products?
right around, 2030, that's when you can start really doing like the vitamin C, the vitamin A creams, right? And then 30, 40, you start moving into your professional anti-aging treatments. And then also moving into more expensive skincare, right? So when you're 40 and 50, the quality of skincare that you need is going to be much stronger than what you need when you're 15, 16, 17 years old, right? But I would say that preventing aging is always less expensive than reversing it. So start investing in good quality skincare when you're young, because it's only going to be more expensive when you're older. And, maybe you'll have to do some of that eventually, but if you prevent it, you'll need to do much less.
And speaking of quality skincare products, can we dive into your new skincare line? Can you tell us a bit more about it?
I'm really excited about it. This is brand new. So, really, this is the first time I'm talking about it to anybody. My new skincare line is really, really unique. This is a completely new formulation that we developed that has very high quality ingredients. The principles are adopted from Ayurvedic principles and Ayurvedic ingredients as far as like the holistic blends for skin health and wellness. And then it combines, the scientific breakthroughs of growth factors, peptides, niacinamides, and it has some different um, ingredients that are going to be more medical grade. So you're really getting the benefits of Ayurvedic ingredients as well as medical, medical breakthroughs. So I'm really excited about that. And one of the ways that this skincare line started was uh, the developers were wanting to create something really effective for men. And also, what's unique about my skincare line is that I've combined products. So everything's like a 2-in-1, 3-in-1 solution, right? I think of the very busy person and the person that just wants simplicity. Also, I think of my male clientele because I do have a lot of male clients who trust me with their skin and they just want something simple. My cleanser I've combined as a face cleanser, but it can also be used on a beard. And then my face oil is also a face oil and a beard oil.
Where do you see the future of your company growing?
So we just opened our new facility in Rancho Mirage. We have salon services on the other side of our building, as well as our medical grade spa, and we will be launching our academy as well. So we're going to be teaching and training professionals online as well as here in our facility in Rancho Mirage. So we're really excited about that, as well as continuing our education with our own skincare line now. So for professionals, we are really expanding our devices that we provide and the products that we and the products that we provide for professional treatments. So really our goal this year is to really get out there to not only the consumer with our skincare line, but to our professionals with all the new technology and the treatments to perform on their clients and supply to them the best products that are going to make them successful in their own spas.
Do you have any tips for aspiring estheticians who have a goal of owning their own business someday?
I would say that my tip for anybody aspiring to be an esthetician would be to be patient with yourself and to follow your passion. And it doesn't matter if you're just doing eyebrows or waxing or you're a skincare professional or makeup. If you focus on that passion, you will be successful at it. And it has to get you up in the morning. I think that's one thing that my professionals always worry about is what the salons and spas are doing around them, right? And the only thing that I can say to that is you really can't worry about that. And if other people are doing the same treatments around you, that's actually a good thing. I think that a lot of professionals, they worry about competition, but they should find their own identity and then just find their place and just stand in the mindset that there's plenty for everybody, and that they have everything they need to succeed within them.
How many times a week should the average person exfoliate their face?
I would say for the most part, maybe twice a week, like a really good scrub. And then you would have like in your creams and your serums, some natural exfoliation from your vitamin A, but that's doing it on a slower cellular level. And that's going to bring, all the dead skin to the surface. And then maybe like every few days, you're exfoliating it away, right? Now, if you have really sensitive skin, then maybe once a week would be enough for you.
So, like, what are the best steps to follow immediately after exfoliating your skin?
Good question. So you always want to tone, right? If you have if your serums or your moisturizers aren't toning already, then you want to close the pores, right? So usually we've washed our face with warm water, something hot that's going to open up our pores and it's going to clean them out. So we always want to close the pores back up, and then we would apply our serums or moisturizer. And in the evening, I love to put on face oil. So I always say you're not doing your evening routine correctly unless you look like a glazed donut by the end. Then you like go to bed and you should be shiny, shiny, shiny. It should look like you have like a glazed donut all over your face, and then you know you got it just right.
That's funny. I'm gonna remember that tip too. I'm like, nope, don't look like a glazed donut. I need
Nope,
to.
you got to put it all on, and then you should be nice and dewy, and your skin's gonna feel great in the morning.
What do you think is the biggest skincare myth that is circulating right now?
I think those biggest myths are like those creams where it's like you see a puffy eye and it like goes away in 3 seconds. I've tried a million of those and it doesn't work like that. Um, you know, things can work temporarily, but a lot of times it's videography. Also, I would say the biggest myth just in general that people have about skincare is that our skin is layered like a cake, right? It's like top layer, second layer, third layer. I try to educate my clients on um, just how the organ itself works so that you can approach it and read the signs of its behavior so that you can ultimately treat yourself, right?
So, if you had to choose just one skincare tip to live by, what would it be?
So, my biggest skincare advice is use your skincare routine, whether it be mine or whatever your esthetician recommended to you. Like, use it and don't sit there and collect all of these things because it's only going to make you frustrated, right? And you're not going to see results. Use as instructed.
Well, thank you so much, Robin. This was such a treat, such a joy to have you today. You educated us, enlightened us, inspired us to be our best version of ourselves.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. Anytime.